All right, I'll call the meeting to order. It's March 4th, 2024. It's myself, Hannah Smith, Alonzo Tackett in person, and we have Julie Colton, Sherry Fox Hames, and Heather Randall on Zoom. Is there any public comment? Nope. Online. All right. Everybody was able to look over the meetings from the minutes from last meeting. If so, we can make a motion to accept those minutes.
This is Sherry. Make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from last month.
A second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Wonderful.
Aye.
Hey, lovely photo. Okay. Did you want to hop in real fast? So we have
Sure.
Melanie Wagner here. For those who can't see, I don't know. They don't have the video. It's just their Zoom, right? They can't. Can they?
They could see.
Oh, wonderful. And she's just going to update us on where we're at with expanding our promotion vicinity.
Okay, thank you. And Jerry, feel free to weigh in also, but I appreciate you coming to the council and making the request. I can't remember what that date was, that you would be able to promote events that are not necessarily in the downtown. They could be in the vicinity, but they would, kind of a rising tide raises all ships. And if the Downtown Estacada Commission is promoting area events, it also is an invitation for people to come downtown, is kind of how I'm perceiving that request. So at the council meeting last Monday, we brought that up, and I just provided the example that we could change your code to include one of your duties would be to promote area events that would be beneficial to downtown Estacada. And the council seemed fine with that. So as we're getting ready to update codes, that would be something we would include. But do you have any other questions, or was there something more that, or would you want to rephrase that? I just kind of wanted to get your feedback before we carry it further.
Into motion.
Yeah.
Can you just say it one more time?
To promote area events that would be beneficial to downtown Estacada. So probably if it's something like up on Mount Hood that you're going up out of Sandy for, and it wouldn't necessarily, you probably wouldn't promote something that far out of the area.
Yeah.
But we have the Whitewater Festival,
Mhm.
there's the Lavender Festivals in the area,
Mhm.
there's the Uptown, the Wade Creek House does that, they're not necessarily downtown, but close enough to be.
Yeah, just like the other events for the commissions and stuff, people are going to go to that. You promote it, it might draw people into the downtown also for.
Yeah, because my main thing was to make sure that we get the other commissions events.
Oh, right.
That we were able to promote the other commissions events because there's so many.
Right.
I feel like that are going on. So not for me personally, it wasn't necessarily like something going on in Sandy. It was really like Estacada, and just to push it out a little bit.
Okay, because
so I don't know
parks or
yeah, and the arts in the park and the walk and there's so many things. I feel the 5K, the trick or trot that's up there. Right. It's not down here.
Is there any events like at the Milo Carver Park or anything like that?
Yeah, they do. There are like Timber Park and stuff. They do the disc golf events, and Timberfest, of course, they're planning on having a Timberfest again this year. And so there are other events that bring outside people to Estacada, not just the events that we do for our community, but there are other events that bring outside people to Estacada that if you're going to promote those ones would benefit you guys, because they, if you're promoting them, it's drawing attention to the downtown, and it'll bring those people.
City.
Yes. Yeah.
And and like you said, MacIver has some really big disc golf events and cross country runs where lots of different schools come out to. I don't know how I've tried to figure out how to know when they're doing these events.
Right.
I don't exactly know how they get promoted because I've been told, oh, you just check our calendar, but
Yeah.
I bet Heather would be like the top-notch person to
For
be,
school stuff.
yeah, for like all the
Mhm.
school stuff
Mhm.
and everything.
so maybe it should change this to promote area events and, or how would I say that, phrase that to include other commissions?
Just Estacada area events.
So Melanie, this is Sherry. I'm the one that presented that to the board.
Hi, Sherry.
My draft of what I submitted says we at the DEC request to add language which allows us to support the publication of events within the city limits of Estacada, but outside of the downtown area within our notification platforms. So that encompasses the whole entire city of Estacada.
Which that wouldn't include like the Whitewater Festival. It wouldn't include anything in MacGyver Park. So I don't know how, I don't want to get you guys in trouble. I kind of wish Elena was here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it seemed like when we talked before, you could promote things that would benefit us, the downtown core.
Yeah, not
So-
putting on like any events, like us putting on any events outside,
Right.
you know, just using like our Instagram
Mhm.
and whatever, just say, hey,
Mhm.
this is happening over here.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to limit it to Estacada city limits or just be a little more vague on that. And then you can choose if you think it's really going to be a benefit or if people are just going to go to the event and leave and they probably won't come here,
Mhm.
then you wouldn't really promote it. But
Mhm.
could you
Maybe
email
we
that?
just say city of Estacada instead of limits, we just put city of Estacada.
Mhm. Or Estacada area? Let's say Estacada area.
Mhm.
Cause really it's up to us what we post at the end of the
Yeah.
day and what we know of. You know,
So to promote Estacada area events, that would be beneficial to downtown Estacada.
mhm.
I like that.
Yeah,
That would allow you to promote the events that the other committees are doing.
mhm.
You don't have to, it's not locking you into having to do it.
Yeah.
But I think it would
But if they
give
give
you the
us the
flexibility
information
to
and
do
the
it. Yes.
poster that they made or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So if we said to promote City of Estacada events, then that would be just specifically the other commission's events.
mhm.
I guess I'm trying to give you a little more flexibility.
Yeah. but
And I don't know
that's-
if you want that necessarily. So,
Yeah, I think something that we can, so nothing's like ever set, right? That way we can
Yeah,
like, well,
I think a little bit more broader just to
yeah,
give us
no
that
gray
opportunity.
area.
Doesn't mean we have to. It's
Right.
If we have the opportunity or chance to.
Mhm.
mhm. Okay.
So maybe,
So to promote Estacada area events,
Yeah.
that would be a little broader.
Estacada area.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, and then if we get in trouble,
Yes.
we'll bring it back in, but
Mhm.
when we were talking.
And is it like
with,
legal wise?
Yeah,
like,
with
what's
the
the
Main
trouble?
Street, with the Main Street program.
Okay.
But it seemed like when we were having that training and you guys could get more training
Mhm.
also from,
Mhm.
I can't remember her last name. I think it's Sherry Stewart. That's right. Could come and do some more training. But she was saying that as long as something is going to be a benefit to the downtown
Sure.
core,
Then we
that you
can-
could be a little more flexible because we've been
Yeah.
pretty rigid, so we didn't want to break the rules, but
Sure.
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
good.
I like that.
Okay, anything else, or I'll just push this back to the council and let them review it?
Yeah, everybody online, are we okay with keeping it a little bit more broad than not?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thanks, Melanie. Okay, so that was number 10, you guys, we booted it up, so we're done with number 10 on our list. So now we'll go down to number 4, commission vacancy recommendations to council. How do we do this, Evelyn? Do we all do this, or it's me, Sherry, and Connie?
Yep, so you'll just make a recommendation like you would an applicant.
Okay,
Coming in
unless
for a
anybody
vacancy.
opposes?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's me, So I don't know if I should do this, but does anybody oppose
So, yeah. you
me,
have
Connie and Sherry
And Julie Cole.
Yeah.
and Julie
three,
Colton?
Four
Four.
openings. So you could make a recommendation for each one or just all four at
Bundle
once.
it.
Since, yeah, you only got the 4 applications,
Mhm.
it'd be pretty easy to
Mm.
just do.
Okay, so nobody,
Make someone make a motion.
okay,
It'd probably be best for Alonzo to make the motion since he's not one of the
yeah,
people, or
for
Heather,
Yeah.
or, yeah, so.
So the motion would be to keep the current members. How do you want me to word it?
I would say make a motion to recommend the applications received
Applications received.
for
Okay,
the vacancies
I make a
to
motion.
council.
Okay, so I make a motion to recommend the applications we received to city council. Okay. Does anybody second?
I second.
okay, can I say all in favor? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I,
Aye.
All
Aye.
right, okay, thanks, everybody. Okay, moving on. Finalize annual plan and budget. Do we didn't have anything really printed out for this? Is there
No.
anything specific other than we know the events that we're doing? We have our budget.
Yeah,
we-
so I don't know if Connie was maybe writing anything up for the budget, because I know she usually tracks that.
Yeah,
But you will need to write up your annual plan and budget and submit it to me by March 31st, because it will need to be presented to council,
mhm.
their second meeting in April.
Okay, by March 31st, you said?
Yes.
And do we already have a layout for that? Or is it
Yes,
kind of
I
like but among us.
I
Or is
have
it
a
you?
layout for the budget. I don't know if I have one for the annual plan. I think
Yeah.
I might have found
No, I have
something
so
that
many
broke it
prinouts.
down, that I can send,
Mhm.
you guys.
Okay, because I know they're, oh yeah, budgets.
I think it was included in one of your past meetings.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it all printed out somewhere. Because there wasn't many changes. But there was. In the budget, the city took on the new e-newsletter.
Yep.
Cost, right? And then we got. 5K to us for the tree lighting.
Yes.
Nice.
So that essentially puts our budget at 15,000. Is that right? I'm doing that. We had 10 and then
Yes.
plus 5.
Yep.
And then does anything ring a bell with water bill inserts?
I think you
What we
guys
do-
talked about wanting to do it again.
Yeah, because that was
So-
like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
think Connie recommended not doing something with the newspaper because it
yeah.
wasn't.
The pamphlet for
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, something along the, yeah.
Yeah.
I had it somewhere and I crossed it out, yeah. Okay, well then. If anybody has any input on that, but. Me and Connie can work together to get that to you by the end of the month, is that okay?
Yep, sounds good.
And everybody on board with that?
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome.
I have something, but I'm not sure if this is the right time to bring it up.
Go for it.
Okay, I had a woman reach out to me about the spooky walk. I don't know what committee did that in prior years, but I guess that they are no longer interested in doing it. They're not gonna put it on this year. And so I told her, she said, she would really hate to see it go away. And I thought, well, that definitely would be something that could benefit the Downtown Estacada Committee. But I wasn't sure if it's something we would want to take on. So prior to making any other arrangements or having any other conversations, I thought maybe I would bring it to you guys and then I'll do what else I can, if we decide that wouldn't be something we'd want to take on.
So before the Estacada Community Watch took it over, it was called the Creep and Crawl.
Mm.
And it
And
was,
I missed what she said.
It's the spooky walk, the
Oh,
walk
okay,
around
okay.
the downtown
yeah, yeah.
businesses. It was
Right.
called the Creep and Crawl, and I'm not sure if there was a committee that did it, or if it was just the downtown businesses that got together, maybe
Mhm.
chamber or something, but you know, for the past couple of years, it's been that the Estacada Community Watch Group,
couple
that
families.
group that has put it on. And I mean, every, even when it was the Creep and Crawl, it had, you know, huge turnout.
Mhm.
It's just a safe place for people, for parents and kids to trick or treat, you know, and it seems like there's a lot of the downtown businesses that get involved in it. So, I mean, if you guys wanted to take it on, it is in your wheelhouse,
Mhm.
you know.
For sure. And all we would have to do is just get like an email or something to all the businesses to say, hey, on this date, we're gonna do.
Yeah, maybe
She-
go ahead.
She passed on all of the budget and information to me and where they marketed and how much it cost. So I can send that in a group email or whatever you guys want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, do we want to add this as a discussion for next month? Just to talk about seriously adding it, or what is everybody thoughts just off the top of our heads? I don't know if there's much, and I don't know, and this is me making a judgment, but I don't know how much work that goes into that other than marketing. Because it's not like we set up, it's kind of like
Yeah,
letting businesses do their thing. And
Mhm.
I don't know, Heather, maybe you know a little bit more about that, but it doesn't seem like a ton of work.
No, it didn't seem like a ton of work to me either. I think that you have to do the application to shut down, you know,
Mhm.
Broadway
Broadway.
for a little bit of time.
Mhm.
And that was $150, I think, for that application.
Mm.
And then outside of that, it didn't seem like there was too much work that went into
Okay.
it.
If the DEC puts it on, do you still have to pay the city for that application? Because the city's putting it on?
It's a good question.
I am not sure, but I
Mhm.
can find out.
Yeah.
Killer.
Nice. And if not, it's.
One
Huge
recommendation that I would have is to, you know, like you guys do with Oktoberfest,
Mhm.
bring in, you know, vendors like the kettle corn people would be
Mhm.
amazing to have.
For sure.
Like a fest.
You know, do something, you know, you could bring in, vendors like what you do for Oktoberfest, you know,
Mhm.
just, you know, related to the event, you know.
Yeah.
We could get sponsorships to print out like cute Halloween bags, you know, like little plastic trick or treat bags or something. Be
Mhm.
fun. I don't know.
Yeah. Add. Okay. Well, I think this can be a good discussion. Do we want to add it to our agenda next month to maybe just let it sit for a little bit and then make a vote on it next month? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, good.
That's what I think. Anybody else?
That
I
sounds
don't
good.
think we're in
Sounds
a
good to me.
okay, huge rush. Awesome. We'll make a note of that. Thanks for bringing that up, Heather. Cool.
Not
So
a problem.
Awesome. Number 6, DEC duties and responsibilities. And then committee submit. I'm gonna this is me, I'm just gonna take a few minutes to talk real fast about, I'm gonna combine 6 and 9. I'm sorry, 6 and 8. So I had a committee summit with a couple weeks ago, the chairs of all the other committees. And we were able to talk for an hour-ish. And I was able to bring a printout of kind of what we do, who we are, the events we're putting on, ideas for this year. I didn't get to talk too much because I was last, which is fine. But was it fruitful? It wasn't very fruitful. It was just kind of a good talking place to hear what everybody else is doing and just really reiterated to me about all the events that all these other commissions are doing, really. You know, it was cool to hear, even planning, or parks and what they're doing. So not too many updates from that, but just a good reminder that we need to be it's good to be in contact with all these other people and working together and promoting what they do and just letting them know what we do. So we need volunteers. So yeah, I'm gonna probably send out an email to them, the chairs, to get on the same page and hopefully get people to send us more things that we can promote for this upcoming year. And then number 6, DEC duties and responsibilities. I had a meeting last week with council, right? That was council, to go over our ask for us, what we talked to Melanie about this morning, to expand our promotion, our abilities to promotion. And I wasn't really sure what that meeting was, but I obviously was there and I was able to just talk on that point of why we wanted to expand our promotions. But also getting ready for that meeting, there were some questions that they asked us that I just wanted to go over real fast, just because we have a full board right now. And I know when I first joined, it was a little confusing on what this commission does and what are we doing here. And there was just so many different things going on. And so just bear with me. It'll take a couple minutes. So we got this packet and it was with questions with all the different commissions. And at the top, it says, basically the main point was what's the purpose of committees? And I like that it says provide programs and events that benefit the community, which I think was awesome. That's what we're doing. That's the main focus. And then for us, the Downtown Estacada Commission is kind of essentially under 2 hierarchies, I kind of said, because we have the main street and then, our council ourselves, I guess. And just briefly to go down, DEC. So there's a Main Street America 4-point approach, and there's 4 things that we went over in our Zoom that one morning. I'm not going to go into big details, but one was economic vitality. This means having a diverse economic base, a robust ecosystem for small businesses, focusing on unique assets of community, and building a strategy around the community needs and wants. Number 2 was design, creating inviting spaces, celebrating historic character and people-centered public spaces. 3 was organization, create partnerships and create community engagement. And then 4, promotion, encourage people to visit downtown, creating a positive image of Estacada that showcases our unique community. Which is all just a good reminder. I needed to read that just to kind of remind ourselves what we're doing here and how we can move forward. And then, so that was under the Main Street 4-point approach. And then we have kind of our DEC among our city is pretty basic, provide programs and events that benefit the community, which we do. So I thought those were just some good, easy reminders of what we're trying to do here and try to get done in our commission. And then there was a packet that I got that asked us some questions. Was it? Oh, all right. So there was these 4 questions. I'll go over them real fast and then I'm all done. Does this committee continue to align with the priorities of the city council? My answer was yes, it aligns with the priorities of city council. Example, we create local events downtown. 2 was, is there sufficient community support to provide members for the community to do the work assigned? I said, our events happen because, or our events happen, but recruiting volunteers is always the hardest part, but we have support from local churches, schools, and family members, so our events always happen. Whether we have enough volunteers or not, they happen, and I don't know how, but they do, and because we just make it happen.
Sheer willpower.
Yeah. Volunteers they're out there, and we find them when we need them. Two more questions. Could this committee be strengthened through integrating, with another committee? I said maybe arts or parks. They do so many events. Parks do events, but I wasn't really sure if that's what was required of their duties, but I won't go down that road. So that was just a third question. Not that I want to integrate with another commission, but that was just my thoughts. And then the last one, are the assigned duties of this committee clear and well-defined in the city code? And that kind of what got me to digging, because it can be confusing when we're on these committees. I said they are clear, but we have two different hierarchies, like I kind of explained earlier, giving us duties. I think focusing on our duties and making these clear to members is smart, because it can be confusing. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this little spiel. So that's all I have. Just wanted to kind of get on the same page, and if anybody's confused on what we're doing here, or our roles, but I think it's pretty basic. It's to bring people downtown and make events. So those are my thoughts. If anybody else has any questions or concerns or anything, if not, I can move on.
I want to state for the record, Julie
Mhm.
Cooper is online now.
Oh, awesome. Welcome. Thanks, Julie.
Well, since I came onto this as the liaison for the Downtown Estacada Commission, like right before I came on, is when the discussion about changing this commission to the Economic Development Commission.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, but I've been against that. My reasoning is this commission does a lot. Does a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to do as an economic development committee. The events and stuff that you put on, you wouldn't be able to do that stuff. I've been against it because I really do support and I really like what this commission has done and the ideas that it has put out there. And if this commission turned into the Economic Development Commission, I have a feeling that some of you wouldn't be on this committee. So just because of the requirements and the different stuff an Economic Development Commission does, it would be built with PGE, Reliance, members of that, which that's why I recommended that it be combined with infrastructure, because they're already there. And they only meet quarterly. So, I haven't been, I've been vocal about it, but not, as vocal as I am right now about, I'm against you guys turning into Economic Development Committee. I just think that the events and the stuff that you guys provide now, I don't want to see it go away. And if, that's why I've been, kind of pushing, stay in the Main Street program, stay, maybe being in the Main Street program, eventually, making your committee self-sufficient and breaking away from city council. And that's one of the things that that meeting was about, was a few of the counselors want to make government smaller. They want less, they want the possibility of less committees. And not so much for me. I really do like the different ideas, the different opinions that are out there with the different committees. I really like what they you know, everybody thinks differently, and there's a lot of great ideas that would be missed, you know, if y'all weren't who you are and doing what you do. So that's kind of what that was about, was whether we need this committee or we can combine it with this other committee, you know, type of thing. And you know, the only combination that I would like to see come out of that would be, you know, maybe ECDev and infrastructure be combined, but everything else, I just like, you know, I would like it all to stay what it is. I think that the committees that we have are doing an amazing job, especially in the last couple of years. I think they've been, all the committees have been, you know, just awesome. The city is, regardless of the divisiveness that you see on social media, this community is coming together. It's great. It's amazing. So yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, I agree. I don't, think combining or with ECDev, I think it would be a whole different committee.
Yeah.
But wonderful. Thanks, Jerry, and thanks for being here.
Yeah.
All right, can I move on? Anybody have any comments? Good. All right. So number 7, events subcommittee. So I don't want to go through all the events for this year, if that's okay for everybody, with everybody. If we could just maybe do 4th of July, what is everybody's thoughts on that? Connie usually takes that head on, and she mentioned, I think we all have her email here. I don't know if the people online do. But if there's anybody that the 4th of July parade stands out to, whoever is in town, Connie and 2 others to make a subcommittee for the 4th of July. Speak now if you would like to be a part of that. I will be in town, so I can do it. Anybody else?
I'd also be interested in helping with that.
Okay. Awesome. That's Heather. Does anybody, just while we're on the topic, have any ideas for 4th of July? I know Connie has it down, and is there anything that stands out to anybody to do differently, or is it just don't fix something that ain't broke kind of vibe, or I don't know.
This is
I mean, it's a
Sherry.
parade and it just
Are any
goes
other
and it's wonderful.
committees?
I think
Go ahead,
Sherry and Heather, you guys are both have some thoughts, so.
Yeah, this is Sherry. So I had, shortly after coming on, Connie and I met, and one of the issues that she had indicated to me that was a problem in the past was when they were shutting down the downtown area for the parade, there was some miscommunication. And I gave her some ideas as far as how to get around that. Posting a map showing people how they could get around, but doing it well before the event instead of the day of the event, to give people a heads up. And then she had also talked about wanting to do an actual theme, and I'm kind of like, well, isn't that kind of a given? It's red, white, and blue. It's the 4th of July. I mean, I don't know if we need to actually come up with an actual theme, you know, like a slogan or something, but you know, I guess my thing is like you said, Hannah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But why are we trying to add something to it which is already running? Let's just hone in on the things, on the issues that we've had in the past. And it seemed to me the shutting down and the workarounds, or the way to get around it, was the main issue. So maybe we just need to focus on that rather than trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
So one thing I'd like to see from the 4th of July parade is people come to the parade, they watch the parade, and then they leave.
Yeah, I was,
something to keep them down in the downtown, something to keep them, keep them active. And I know that what, Juan
Yeah.
was trying to do with the food carts over here is have events and stuff, pre-set up. And maybe it's something that you guys, I don't know if you guys want to do it this year or, plan it out for the following year, but, get the other local businesses involved and see, what can be done to, so people don't just come here, watch the parade and then leave.
we
They
have all
stay.
these people here.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can set up like bouncy houses or something and then charge for tickets. And then that's a way that DEC can make money off of that event.
Yeah, and then maybe, get the other, this is something that you could get all the other committees or a bunch of the other committees involved in is making this event a big event like it's been in the past with the, Timber Festival being, coming back and no summer celebration, but we could, get members of the other committees, like Arts Commission, they could get, the streets are already shut down. You could put booths up for, arts activities. You could have, I don't know how parks would get involved, but I'm sure that they would love to be involved in something like that too. But this is something that you can, really you can make a huge event and not one committee has to be, you guys do the parade, and then maybe facilitate the other committees to, have different things. Cause like I said, we've already got the street shut down,
Yes.
and we want to keep people in Estacada and not just come here for the parade and then leave. So, whatever local businesses that are open on the 4th of July, get them involved, have something going on. Like Time Travelers have a 4th of July meal special.
Yeah. We were slammed last year. Slammed.
Wednesday's Wine have a 4th of July, tasting special, something going on, but get those businesses involved and, make this bigger than just a parade. It really could be an event, rather than just a parade where people come, watch the parade and then go home.
I do have one question. We have to have so many free events, correct? 2 of them? Okay. And so our 2 right now would be the tree lighting and
The parade.
4th of July.
The
parade.
spooky walk,
Spooky walk.
spooky walk.
Good call, Heather. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we can do
Awesome.
as many as we want.
Yeah.
Um,
Perfect. Yeah, Jared, I think that's a great idea. I think we already have everything shut down. Maybe we can get with a harvest market and see if we can use that little plot and we can do like, those carnival things, for
that would be a good
kids.
spot, 'cause I'm trying to think of where. But yeah, that would be good.
But even,
Grass.
yeah, we can even possibly do something.
Do we have parks? Do we have parks events? That's, Hannah had mentioned that she met and knows there. Does anybody else, any other committees have anything planned for that weekend?
Off the top of my head, I don't think so. I don't know. I would have to dig deeper with them. It was kind of very vague. We want to do this and that a lot. I think I heard there was some in July, but not the July 4th in August.
Yeah, July
Just
4th.
just remember that the a lot of the fireworks stands will also have like bounce houses and things like that.
Oh,
And I
that's
don't know
awesome.
if the one at Harvest Market does. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
there's
it
one
does.
that where Sluggos used to be.
Oh yeah. Alonzo,
Because I think it's a great idea.
Yep.
I just the amount of space, sometimes they take up more space than we realize.
I forgot about that.
there is a fireworks stand in that square,
Is there?
but it doesn't take up,
But
it
not-
just takes up a small area of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take up the whole area, but they usually don't do anything other than just the fireworks stand in that section. So
Mhm.
And I could safely say that if we wanted to coordinate stuff with them, they would be happy to do it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
The fireworks stand. So
And then you got the parking lot where the food carts are.
Mhm,
Yeah.
They, you know, if you get them involved, they already do something
mhm.
on the 4th of July. They already have stuff going on, but that's all out of pocket for them. That's all,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, they pay for all of that. So
Mhm.
I'm sure they would love support and help.
Mhm.
And maybe where Lynn is too, maybe we could do like different stations.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Like where the fire department is and they set up that,
That harvest market or that.
Mhm.
uh,
Area
farmer's
was-
Saturday market.
And you
yeah.
have the whole wonderful parking lot right here that is city.
Usually
you know.
city parks. or
Yeah, right. And that's
Firework. Or which one?
where's
The
that at?
parking lot directly right across the corner, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But where the market goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm. I like that. The having stops for
Mhm.
different, go find.
Yeah. That
go
would
to
be
each
fun.
corner.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, and you guys don't have to plan it all.
I know,
Get
yeah.
arts involved, get parks
Oh, we
involved.
could
get-
have arts do like picture cutouts or something where people could take their picture at each stop, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would honestly recommend, you know, like a 4th of July committee being, you know, having a person from each committee that, you know, is interested in joining, you know, form a subcommittee and work it out like we had for summer celebration, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, I'd just like to see that be a bigger event than just come
Mhm.
watch a parade and go home.
Mhm.
Cause it's so big anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many
People come out
here.
from.
Yeah, people come from all over,
Mhm.
all over Clackamas County,
Mhm. Yeah.
you
Yeah, it
know.
was packed.
Mhm.
Yeah, the whole street area was packed. Then they just left.
I know my brother,
Connie and go ahead, Jerry.
oh, I just saying, I know my brother, his wife and his daughter come down from La Center.
Mhm.
They come here to watch the parade rather than go anywhere else.
Mhm.
Not just because I'm here, but it's just, it's a great
It's a good
parade,
one.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
it really
is.
is. So.
La Pine has something really similar and they do a carnival type situation
Mhm.
with their parade, and it's something my family has done for years and years. So it might be kind of
No. We lost you. Reconnecting.
oh
Yep, you were saying it's something that
Better?
you and your family do in La Pine.
oh yeah, in La Pine, yeah, but we could maybe piggyback off of it a little bit, see what they do and try and mimic it.
Yeah. I like that idea.
And
Just
again,
to keep people a little bit longer. Cause I know people have plans and,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
and I know,
just stick around.
I know
more.
I keep saying it, but you know, again, the burden doesn't have to be all on you guys.
Mhm.
You know, you guys can facilitate it and then have the different committees have their own
Mhm.
thing within
For
your, you know,
Mhm.
within your event.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to use the property in between the two schools and they actually had a carnival up there. And then it switched to the timber park. So this used to be
Mm.
like a really big deal with like logging events and all sorts of fun things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember all of that. Those were good times.
I'm trying to remember. Cause for the Timber Fest. I know they want to bring that back. I know that's not us, but do you know when they're trying to do that? I'm trying to look at the event real fast. Instigated timber. It doesn't say it really on the event, but I don't know. I'm not sure if they're trying to make it, because was it normally on the 4th of July? Is that when they did it?
Yeah,
The Timber Festival?
yeah,
I think it
Yes, it was.
It
It was?
was.
Okay.
Yes,
Because I wasn't.
yeah, it was.
Okay.
And
Well, I
that would be
guess-
really cool because they have booths set up there and everything, and
Mhm.
people did go straight from, the parade over to the Timberfest.
Right. Which would be cool. It should be something that
And
we
then
could
stay-
promote.
Yeah, and then they stayed in town clear through till the fireworks.
Right. All right, well, that meeting's happening at the end of this month, so maybe I plan on going, so. In April, maybe we'll have some more information on that, but
Mhm.
April, May, June. Getting close. Getting close to July. Okay. So do we have to make a motion to make a committee? No, just, okay, cool. All right, well. Anybody else have any more thoughts on that? Good ideas. Okay, well, so for now, it's Connie, me and Heather, and then for now on the committee, and then we'll move forward. I think we've got a lot of ideas, so thanks everybody for your input. And Sherry for posting the maps of the parade, that's important. I like that. And where the parade goes and like an overlook of where people can drive and park and all that. I think it's a good idea.
Do you want me to gauge interest at the Arts Commission meeting on Wednesday?
That'd be awesome.
Okay, I will definitely
Yeah.
talk to them about it, gauge their interest and
Mhm.
see if maybe one of them might want to come to your meeting next month and
Mhm.
listen and share.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. 8 cross out. All right, so number 9, door hangers. I think those went out around post spring break last year. And this year, I'm assuming with the change of the verbiage that we've been talking about, we'll be able to put more events on that. So just my 2 cents about this, we can send an email out to the other commissions and see what events they would like us to put on these door hangers. And whoever gets back with us, we'll add their event to the door hanger. And then obviously our events and we have a designer who does them and pretty simple. And then finding volunteers to pass them out, which we have. So yeah, anybody have any ideas about that or things to do differently this year? I think last year was the first time we did them. I think they went over well. No. Good. Just continue to move forward with these. Everybody on board with them?
Yeah, for
Is that
sure.
okay? I mean, it's part of our
Yes.
budget. Is
Yeah.
anybody opposed of it, I suppose?
So just put a door hanger on each door and
Mhm.
people have to look at it.
And it has events for 2024, and I think on the front, it had a description of DEC and what we do.
Okay.
Might have to change that verbiage a little bit this year if we have other events from other committees included, but
It might also be good to add like a QR code that'll go through
Mhm.
the website so people can view the calendar. Or
yeah,
upcoming meetings
yeah. I had that.
or your Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, because I think Heather brought that up or somebody. I had that in my notes to add. Yeah, the water bill inserts or whatever we do. Yeah, adding the QR code to social media. So that's a good idea for the door hangers.
For the water bill inserts, do we have a number on how many people just just pay online? Because
Do,
with time travelers, like I don't ever see the water bill because it just automatically comes out.
okay.
And so I never see like a statement or anything like that. And how many people actually,
Reading it.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know? Because I'm on auto pay too, I think, but I still receive
Do you
it.
still receive it?
Yeah.
And I think there might
And it might be
be
just a business thing.
paperless statements and it's
Okay.
included in that. but I'm not sure if we like can see the amount of people that
Mhm.
get it that way or get it printed out, but I
Mhm.
can ask Taryn and see if she knows.
Okay,
Sweet.
sure. So within the next couple of meetings, we'll have to finalize those. I'm sure Connie or whoever, will bring us some examples and such and go from there. All right, yeah, I like the idea of the QR codes. All right, moving on, if nobody else has any other input. Number 10, I already did. All right, 11, social media for this month. March, obviously not February.
It's like,
Not much.
it's a Women's Month, right? So can
Is
we
it?
do like a article or something like these are the women on the downtown committee or something like that?
Mhm. Are you
Yeah.
able to do that? Highlight the national, what is Women's Month? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I'll make a note of that. And then, yeah, because I do all that stuff. It's kind of a dry month. I suppose I can post some things for 4th of July and.
Talk about everybody but Lonzo.
Okay.
That's right, yeah.
Perfect. Love it. So women. 4th of July,
You can either do that or
was-
maybe highlight,
fun
you know,
fact.
one particular person that, you know, one particular female in Estacada that is, you know. But I mean, either way, I like the idea of, you know,
Something along the lines.
What if we did women-owned businesses in downtown?
Mm,
Killer.
or, yeah,
Wait, we can't,
You can't
Specific-
promote specific businesses,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be able
Oh.
to do that.
Oh,
like you could
You
do,
could say like there's women-owned businesses in the downtown,
mhm,
but you wouldn't specifically be able to say which ones they are.
sure.
So it'd be kind of hard to post about that.
I think
Mhm.
maybe just stick this time around, just stick with, you know, with y'all and,
Mhm.
you know, if you want to do that. or-
Yeah, and I can
or-
write, Estacada has lots of women-owned businesses, go find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Go try them out. Okay, I know. Yeah, I love it, Heather. Go find. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with social media. Might be a smaller month for that, but
There are 17 owned businesses by women. Just like that number or something.
yeah, because we have a
right?
list.
Yeah.
Of
The largest employer in the city of Estacada is owned by a woman.
Yeah.
okay.
Not that
Well-
we're assuming gender or anything.
Okay. All right, well, that wraps it up for me. If anybody obviously has any ideas, send them my way. And that's about it. Any public comment? It's a loud day in here.
Mhm.
Commissioner
we still
comments? Nope, go ahead.
promote other. Do we still have to wait to promote other areas of Estacada until something's approved then?
Yes, the
Was it-
code will have to go into effect before you can
Okay,
promote the other events.
okay. Do we know when that is? Is it this
It'll-
month's meeting or
I-
next month's?
I'm not
meeting?
sure if it'll be on the agenda for this next Monday's meeting, but worst case scenario, it'll be the first meeting of next
Okay.
month.
April.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just hold off, maybe. Okay, sounds good. So hold off on that, but just assuming it'll be approved, I guess. Gather some information, get in contact with other commissions. Thanks for asking that, Heather. All right, anybody else, commissioner comments?
I have
Yeah.
one more.
Yep.
Connie and I briefly met about Uncorked. Is now a good time to bring it up?
Yeah,
Okay. We were looking at dates this year to try and get it moving, but with the 4th of July and then Oktoberfest, we weren't sure where we would be able to squeeze it in. We're really hopeful to do it in May, but it's not enough time.
Yeah.
So we may have to push it to next year in lieu of that, unless anybody else has date ideas.
Yeah. How should it go?
Anything going on in August or September? Those are still like really nice, nice months.
September's Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June.
That's what I was worried about in September. And August, in June, I just worried that that baseball season is still going on, which we could try and work around, but the tournament, maybe if there's a tournament or something, but with graduation that month, it usually is a hard month for people to
Correct.
want to
And
get out and do things.
People take vacations
Yeah.
in June right after school gets out, so.
And what was wrong with August?
I felt like there was something in August that we were trying to avoid working around, but
Okay.
maybe I'm wrong.
School. I don't know, back to school, but you know.
It would be hot. It would be, we would be fighting heat, and with wine, that's not the greatest mixture, but nothing that we maybe couldn't work around or that other people couldn't work around.
Yeah, get some sprayers. Yeah, I think I don't have it written down here, but at that committee summit, there was some talk and dates from other committees and their events, which might be able to do it together. So,
Yeah.
and I don't have it written down, I'm sorry. Summer celebration. The Arts Commission's trying to bring back summer celebration last Saturday of July. So when's that? 27th.
Oh, that's why. So I know this is a weird
Summer.
thing to think about, but it is what it is. The last week of July into the first weekend of August is dead week for the high school. So like for myself and a lot of other families that I know, that's the one week that we can get out of town.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect, you know, training and different things before school starts.
For sure. So a lot of people traveling that week, you think, or just starting that Friday 26th,
That
going into the first week of August.
Through, I think it's August 2nd.
Okay. So that's just in my notes. That's from the Art Commission last Saturday of July, but good to know for us. And they were going to do a summer bingo.
Yeah.
That's ongoing. Concerts in the parks are Sundays, 2 to 4 p.m. in the summer. Yeah, that's all I have. So maybe it was that last Saturday in July I was thinking about. And then when does school start, Heather? Like the 19th of August, or is it before that? 26th?
It's actually the 21st. Is that Monday, or there's going to be a soft start then for like the little kinders, and then
August 19th is Monday.
The
20th is Tuesday, 21st is Wednesday.
So that would be the day that everyone's back to school.
Okay. So August. So from what I'm seeing, a potential uncorked, if we don't want to overdo it in September, July, we have 4th of July. Were there any thoughts of doing it in July too, or?
We actually considered one date that we talked about was the 6th, but I wasn't sure when they will do the 4th of July stuff. And that was, I was like, I could propose that that would be a date that we could do it, and there would probably be people in town, but I also wasn't sure how involved we were with planning the 4th of July, and I didn't want to, you know, overburden people.
Sure. Yeah, I wonder. Gosh, so many ideas. Yeah, because the 4th is on
Thursday.
the 4th is on a Thursday. Wonder if you could do like a 2-day thing. An ongoing festival. So the 6th would be an option, and then if not, then August.
That's if the
10th.
Timberfest isn't doing their event that weekend.
True. So if Timberfest happens, Heather, what are you, or everybody, what's the thoughts on Uncorked? Would that be cool to have it kind of happening all at once among that, or would you not want to have it among that?
I'm kind of a fan of the bigger the better,
Yeah.
because people will be there, and I can't see how it wouldn't be beneficial to all businesses that way.
Mhm.
Otherwise we're trying to get people to come out for a separate thing. So
Right.
if they're here, I think it's cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, doing it the same day.
Mhm.
The one thing
Well,
that I
it's
see
4th
that
of July.
that might be an issue is the parking situation
Mhm.
at Timber Festival in the past.
Mhm.
Once you park, you don't really want to leave. You don't want to
Mhm.
lose your
Sure.
spot. So if they're already at the Timber Festival, I think it's going to be really hard to get
Over
those
here.
folks over here.
Mhm.
You know, just because just knowing how terrible the parking in the
Mhm.
past has been, how I mean, it literally is like 60 volunteers just for parking.
Jeez. Mhm.
And it's it can be a mess. I mean, even just leaving the Timber Festival
Yeah.
to come into town to grab, some sunscreen,
Mhm.
stuff like that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
most people they just burn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Where's the Timber Park parade? Over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right by the water treatment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be
People
the
can,
only,
walk if they can.
yeah, that would be the only issue I see with combining them
Mhm.
is
Parking.
once people are there, getting them to
Mhm.
leave there before the fireworks is but then again, there's a lot of people that, they wanna be I guess the fireworks are gonna be on Thursday, so
Mhm.
yeah, it just depends on what they're doing for their events and stuff, and when they're having that,
Yeah.
so.
So maybe we don't need to find out or make a date today. But I think there's some room for maybe combining some events or something. Because if not July, then perhaps August, maybe Heather. The 2nd and 3rd weekend, 10th and 17th before school starts. Yeah.
Maybe we can rent a
Yes, there's
bus
definitely
and
potential
charge
there. We just,
going to and from both events.
Shuttles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Lonza said maybe doing shuttles.
or maybe get one of
If-
those,
Go
like
ahead.
a hayride type shuttle. What's that?
Mhm. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, so
Or those rental buses that you can sit on the side and cruise around on. Or
yeah,
those-
or the
I'm
people
in
with the
Bend.
bikes. Yeah, there's options.
Yeah,
So what are your thoughts with waiting to see where this meeting goes? About the Timberfest?
absolutely.
See what they come up
Yeah,
with.
and
It's
I'll
in a
bring
couple
back the
weeks.
August dates, to the other girls too.
Okay, potential.
Yep. Perfect.
The other thing that you guys could combine it with would be the Whitewater Festival. That might be something, because there's people
Missed
coming
that.
from all over for the Whitewater
Yeah.
Festival.
And there's also a run too, right? Dylan, or not Dylan Dam, the Best Dam Run.
Yeah,
What's that? That's usually, no, that's September.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Wait.
Whitewater Festival might be some, because there's people from all over the place that come to that. And they go upriver
Mhm.
and then they bypass Estacada, you know? It might be something to draw them into town.
I wonder when that is. Last year was May. Okay. Yeah. Good to think about. I'll make a note but if it's in May, I don't know if that'll happen. But okay. So let's keep that on the radar of dates and combining, and we'll see what people come up with the Timberfest at that meeting in a couple weeks and go from there.
So is it a semi-trailer that's by the fire department that has all the tables and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And who do we talk
Apparently.
to about opening that up and fixing it, I guess, or like organizing it or
That's
something?
Jordan,
Jordan,
Winthrop.
okay.
Do you know who that is?
I think he's came in a couple
Uh-huh,
times,
yeah.
right? Okay, because
I think he's mentioned it to us.
yeah, because I'd like to just open it up and see like what's,
I think it's owned, I think it's owned by the city. So
Really?
that might be something that you want to get with Melanie or
Okay.
Elena or.
yeah, after the meeting, I'll go talk to her, because I mean, that's a big money saver for us, and if
Oh,
it
yeah.
just needs to be organized.
Right.
Yeah, cleaned up, organized.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, I think
um,
it was wonderful that he
Inventory.
told us about it last year, but it was just the timing.
Mhm,
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe just inventory, see what's actually there.
mhm.
Yeah, usable. Okay.
That's my commissioner comment.
Thanks. I'll make a note. The semi. All
I'm not-
right. Well, if anybody, has anyone else have any comments? If not. One more.
I always have something to say. I want, I know I've said it before, but I just want you guys to know how much you are appreciated, the work that you guys put in, the events that you guys put on. I just want you to know how much you're appreciated, and the stuff that's going on in council with committees and commissions. Just know that we appreciate what you guys do, and we value you guys. I think it's amazing. I think that this committee is it's one of the committees that really has its stuff together. I like how you guys cooperate. It's not just the chair doing all the work and everybody else just riding along. I really like how everybody on this committee gets involved, and I appreciate that. So thank you guys.
All right. Thank you, Jerry. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, and thank you for everybody who's on this committee, and it's wonderful to be able to work with everybody, and thank you. Thanks for everybody's hard work. And with that being said, 10:12 a.m. meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day. Hey, Lonzo. Lonzo, this is Sherry. Did you get my email?
I don't